Welcome back to Statchat. In the hot seat again, Josh.
Here we go.
It's happening more and more now.
I am loving it, BT. I am loving it. Put me to work.
All-time leading tackles for every AFL club.
You're just giving me clubs every time. Is it a bit slack on the research, or what are we doing, mate?
These are easy to put together.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
This time I've given you the year. So the year on the board indicates where the year they played the last game at that club. Or
At
obviously
the club.
At the club. Or obviously still currently playing.
Yep.
I'm giving you a pretty high over
Yeah,
under.
I saw that. What's going on there?
15 and a half.
Righto.
When you still only get one guest per club.
Jeez.
I think there's quite a few obvious names on this list, and I think you're going to do pretty reasonable.
Yeah. But 15 and a half, I'm look, if you think I'm worth it,
I think you are.
Let's
I think
do
you're
it.
going to do pretty well in this.
let's do it.
So, do we want to start? Do we want to go, you choose the club, or do you want to go from...
Yeah,
top
I
to
did.
bottom?
I did see a comment recently
Yeah.
about that. They said, "Why don't you just let him pick the club?"
Yeah, so you go. You choose. You choose.
BT, I just want to make things easy for you when you edit it. All right. So let's just go in order. Look, if I get stuck, stiff. I'll pivot halfway. But right now, let's just go in order.
All right,
Why
let's
not?
start with Adelaide then.
Rory Sloane.
Straight off the bat?
I think so. Makes sense. 2024.
Bang on. There we go.
There we go. Love to see it.
Does that year make it a little bit easier?
It does. It does make it.
Hence,
It makes it a lot.
the
Hence.
Hence, I like to say that word on here, the high over-under.
Yeah. Okay. 2025 for the Lions. That's interesting. So it's for the club, obviously. So I'm not going after someone like a Lockie Neal or a Dunkley that has swapped clubs.
It's for the club.
It's got to be for the club. So if we're talking about who's got the most longevity, because longevity is a big factor in this quiz, I think it's got to be Zorko. There's no one else. So let's go with Zorko.
How many games has Zorko played?
That's a great question. I don't think he's got 300 yet, but
He'd be
he'd be close.
Well, it is Dane Zorko.
That's actually a really surprising stat, because I think that the year they started recording tackles is around the year 2000,
Yeah, it was, yeah.
which is why your Blacks and your Vossies aren't there.
And Zorko played obviously a lot of midfield early on.
He did, yeah,
Only recently moved to the half-back line.
yeah, and loving it, by the way.
Killing it. Carlton.
I think it has to be Paddy Cripps.
Paddy Cripps.
Has to be.
There we go. Collingwood.
I think it has to be Pendlebury for the longevity.
It is Pendlebury.
I think for the Dons, I think, again, you got to go longevity. I think it's got to be Zach Merritt.
Look at you go, flying through it.
2022, I think you've got to be looking at longevity. You've got to be looking at David Mundy. I think that's when he retired. Locking Mundy.
Monday. There we go. Look at you, flying through it.
Joel Selwood retired at the end of 2022, so I think that's got to be him.
This is too easy.
It is. It's going fine, but just hold your horses, all right? Now we're looking at the Gold Coast 2025. Now, I got done by the Suns when we did a quiz a couple months back, and it was about the leading disposal winner, I think, all time. And I went with the tuk-tuk then, and it wasn't the tuk-tuk, but it was close. Now, I think longevity still just is the key factor here. You said 2025. Oh, has David Swallow played a game in 2025? He'd have to have, hasn't he? He'd have to have. And he's got the extra years on it. So I think I have to go with David Swallow. And this is the most uncomfortable I've felt about a guess so far today. But I'm going to go with it.
David Swallow.
Yeah.
Took Miller.
Can't believe it. I can't believe it. The old rope-a-dope, it's got me.
Let's move on to the Giants.
That is disappointing.
It is.
2025. This is what we did last time. It was Callum Ward. I'm going to go Callum Ward.
Callum Ward.
Yeah.
It's Josh Kelly.
So I've been stitched up here. The Suns and the Giants. The last time we did the quiz, we flipped it around and it was longevity. That's all right. So what you're saying now, we're getting ready for the back nine.
The back nine.
I have to get all nine.
Yes,
I have to
you
get
do.
all nine.
I thought, doing this over under, I thought you would have got at least one of these Gold Coast.
And I've missed them
GWS.
both.
Yeah.
I've missed them both.
Yeah.
Shit.
Especially being, you're practically the number one Gold Coast fan.
Yeah, there's not many else.
No.
They are my boys. All right, let's have a look here.
Hawthorn.
Hawthorn 2022, they played their last game. That's interesting. Who retired in 2022 for Hawthorn?
Little stumped.
Look, a little.
Name?
So
I'm not forcing you.
No. So, funnily, the first name that came to mind for that year is Tom Mitchell, but he can't have played enough games. But that's when he left.
He did, yes.
So did Jager O'Meara. Now,
I forgot he played for Hawthorn.
he did play for Hawthorn. I don't think it's going to be Tom Mitchell. So my question is, well, who else like has the longevity and retired then? Like your premiership era is kind of Liam Shields.
It is Liam Shields.
It just came to
The
me.
premiership.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one's going to be Jack Viney.
It is Jack Viney.
This one, I love guessing this guy, and I think this is around about when he would have retired. And I just want to guess him. I guessed his brother. I'm going to guess him. Andrew Swallow.
It is Andrew Swallow.
Redeeming me.
There we go.
Travis Boak.
Travis Spoke. Longevity.
Yep. I think this is Cochin for Richmond.
Cochin.
Sorry, I'm going a bit too quick now.
You're right. You're right.
Do you need to spread the video out?
We should be right.
2014, I think, should be Lenny Hayes. That seems about right with the timing, so let's go with it.
It is Lenny Hayes. 2013 Sydney.
2013 Sydney. Now, we did a trivia about tackles probably about 6 months ago. Link will be somewhere up here. And it was the single season leaders for tackles.
Oh, that's right. I was
Now,
trying to think what video
you think,
talking
where are you
about?
going with this?
Yeah.
You hosted it.
I did, yeah.
Brett Kirk was on the list about 5 times. I think this is around when he retired and started going into his Channel 7 commentary, that weird looking speech. I think it's around about those areas. So Brett Kirk.
Brett Kirk.
Yep.
Jude Bolton.
Wow. Wow.
325 games he played.
He did cross my mind, but I just couldn't go past Brett Kirk.
This was the...
And Brett Kirk, I think...
Yeah, that's... The obvious answer was Brett Kirk.
And I probably should have known because he wasn't in the 2012 Premiership. But I just couldn't go past Brett Kirk.
Yeah, it's the obvious answer. But
Yeah.
longevity again.
Yeah, that's right. Matt Priddis for the Eagles.
It is Matt Priddis.
And this would have to be Libba. Tom
Liberatore.
Liberatore.
Bang on.
It's disappointing to miss that line, to be honest, but you've set the line perfectly.
Perfect again.
Yeah.
Oh, Spiron.
There was a perfect game on offer there.
There was.
There really was, and I've let that one slip. I think a bit more experience in the chair would probably have got me there, to be honest. There was a perfect game there, I reckon.
There definitely
I've left one there.
Yeah. If you like that video, hit that subscribe button and let us know in the comments how many you got. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.